Good evening, guys. Today we are going to talk about the circle of influence. All of us have a wide range of concerns in our lives: our housing, our health, our friends and family, the environment, the price of the pint of beer, how to lose weight, how to put on weight, sex, drugs, rock and roll, third world debt, etc. Now, within this whole universe of concerns, there are some things that we can influence, and some things that we can only stay concerned about. Now we have a choice about where we focus our attention and energy to. We can choose to focus all of our attention on the area that is outside our influence. We can get annoyed about the shortcomings of other people. We can blame the government, global capitalization, the weather, a rotten childhood, bad luck, or anything for that matter. This focus leads to more and more blaming and accusing, to feelings of victimization, like poor me, this sort of thing. Now, this negative way of thinking accompanied by inaction, because obviously you cannot act outside your sphere or circle of influence. So this has a negative thinking and inaction. It literally makes your circle of influence to shrink. This has happened with me, and I think a lot of other people share the same experiences. Like when you are not acting inside the circle of influence and you are keep complaining about others and the factors that are not under your control, eventually the things that were under your control slip out of your hands. But now, alternatively, what we can choose is to focus on things that we can influence. This does not mean just that more immediate or trivial concerns. It might mean focusing on those aspects of really huge problems that we can exert some influence over. And influence does not mean direct control. We can influence things in an indirect way. For example, in our personal daily behavior. By focusing attention and energy on our circle of influence, we become increasingly proactive. The energy we expand, enlarging each little victory motivates us to find new ways of exerting influence. We don't waste energy on things we can do nothing about, but direct it towards what we can change. With each step, we feel stronger and more creative, and so our circle of influence expands. And if you follow this, for sure the circle of influence will be big enough that it will very soon encapsulate the circle of concern. So you'll have most of the things that you concern about or you desire that will be under your control if and only if you start acting now from inside the circle of influence. I'll end by a very famous quote by Viktor Frankl from the book Man's Search for Meaning. This is one of my favorite books. What he said was this: that between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So guys, if you have time, read this book, Viktor E. Frankl, Man's Search for Meaning, and write me in comments what you think about this idea. This idea has literally helped me a lot in my life, and I just want to share with you guys. And I see you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for your time.